suppose I have a linked list like this. So that's a number linked list 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and null. Suppose this is a linked list, okay? And please keep your minds open when you're listening this. There's a linked list 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and apart from a normal, pointing to the next pointer, each node has some random pointer also. Okay, so for example, one has a random pointer which is again pointing to say 4. Okay, and then 2 has a random pointer which points to the 6, and then 3 has a suppose a random pointer which points to the 1, and then 5 has a random pointer which points to say 5 itself, right? So basically there's a linked list in which each node has one pointer which is pointing to the next. Okay, so 1 is pointing to 2, 2 is pointing to 3, 3 is pointing to 4, like this. And there's also a random pointer in each node which is pointing to any random node. So for example, 1 is pointing to 4, 2 is pointing to 6, 3 is pointing to 1, 5 is pointing to 5. Okay, this is my condition, this is my situation, this is my input, right? Now what I need to do is that I need to clone this linked list. I need to clone this linked list. I need to clone this linked list. Can you guys tell me? We'll not talk about the code. We'll give you the assignment. But I just want to listen to you guys. How can we clone this? Any idea? How do we clone this?
A few moments later.
What if it was a simple linked list? How do you clone a simple linked list? How do we clone a simple linked list?
Sir, what do you mean by cloning? I don't know, sir.
Okay. Cloning means you want to create an exact replica of the same thing. Okay. What you have been given a linked list like this 1, 2, 3, 4, and you have been told that you create a copy of this. So what you do? You create a new linked list of a copy of it. So you create 1, then you also create again 2, and you set the 2 as the next pointer to 1. Okay, you again make 3, and you make 3 as the next pointer of 2. Then you make another 4, and you make a next pointer of 4, and you set it to null. Okay. So the new list that you have created is almost same as the first list, and this is known as the clone. So a clone is nothing but a replica of the existing data or existing input that you have. Okay. So you are actually making a copy of each of the element, and then making it in the same form in which it was initially, and this is known as the clone of it. Okay. So if I have to create a clone of a simple linked list like this, 1 to say 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4 to null, what I just need to do is that I just need to iterate through it. And so for example, if I have to do this, if I quickly write the code, public list node clone, then I have a list node head. What I do is that list node new head equals to list node data. Right, this is how I clone this linked list. Okay, so I've been given a linked list head. What I do is that I copy each of the element of that. Correspondingly, I create a new node for each, and then I create a new linked list, which is a exact replica of the previous linked list. So this is how we clone a normal linked list. But the problem that we have in hand is that a linked list has 2 pointers. One is which is pointing to the next node, and there's another pointer which is pointing to the random node, right? How do we clone this? Anybody?
So in random nodes, like it will be not pointing anywhere, or it will be pointing but will be not knowing.
Yeah, so random pointer will be knowing that which it is pointing. So for example, this is my input list. Okay, this is my complete input list, which is saying that 1 is pointing to 2, 2 is pointing to 3, 3 is pointing to 4, like this. And we also have 1 is pointing to the 4, 2 is pointing to 6, 3 is pointing to 1, and 5 is pointing to 5, right? Now this
Yeah.
is my given information. I have to clone this. How do we do it?
It just will loop it and will keep on adding into the another.
Okay, so once we loop it, we can do this thing. We
Yeah.
can do this thing. This is fine because this is how we have done in this code, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But how when we are looping in, when I'm at one, I don't know what the 4 is. I cannot go create because this 4 and this 4 has to be same. Are you getting my problem? This 4 and this 4 has to be same, right? So both of this cannot be done at the same time. Both of this cannot be done at the same time because again you will have to keep a track on that, which one's a 4 because the same 4 has to be a next pointer of 3 and the same 4 has to be a random pointer of 1. And that is why a normal cloning method will not work. You'll have to think something different for
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Will you guys take this as assignment?
Yeah.
Perfect. So I think we have covered almost, the different kind of probable questions that comes from our linked list. I will be sending you a linked list sheet. It will have many questions, right? So don't get intimidated by that. Try to solve as many as possible and try to keep solving it. Okay.